Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you're watching this video. We are back with some Sam Tompkins doing Time Will Fly. Many of you have recommended this to me, and I've heard many great things, and I'm very excited because, as we've learned, Sam is not only a talented vocalist, but also an exceptional writer. So I'm very, 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 very looking forward to seeing what he does here. Without further ado, hope you're all doing fantastic. Love you all. Let's get into it. I kind of worked out that blue is now for Sam, especially because it basically matches the outfit he's wearing here. This is good start. Good start. Ooh, okay.
You're gonna meet some new friends, but one will die. Then you're gonna be depressed, and that's fine. You may even find love a few times. Then you're gonna break up, but that's life. You're out weekly, now you're only 16.
Dope. Okay.
On Ship Street, working on a big dream to make an EP and throw it on a CD. Then radio on repeat, you will ride.
Okay, hang on. Oh man, I love like the idea of writing a letter to your past self that they will read, and then like just like the idea of that kind of time loop thing. But this is beautiful stuff like this. I'm always 100% down with, because we're learning so much about Sam, not only his history but also like the way that his life, what has kind of led up to build his mindset, his ideals, and all that. And I had no idea that he had lost someone. I don't know. I don't think that's the same person that Ren lost. I'm curious. I don't think it's the same person. But like the fact that he opens up with that and lets us know that he was also depressed as a result of that. And something I really liked it. He said that like you're gonna be depressed, and that's fine. Because sometimes there are things that are going to make you feel depressed, and you have to feel that depression, that sadness, in order to move through it. And I really like that he chose to say that you're going to be depressed, and that's fine. But this is such a classic. Like, this is like what you would write to yourself, right? Like, yeah, you're going to fall in love a couple times, and you're going to think it's the right person every time. You're going to have moments where you meet friends and lose friends. You're going to have moments where life is just turned upside down. But then we get more, it's entirely personal, right? Because it's directly to Sam, because then he carries on with, you're out weekly now, you're 16, and he says you're out weekly, but we get a shot of him like busking. And so it's like, yeah, he is out weekly, but he's doing his grind, right? He's doing his thing. And then eventually it helps him forge his dream into existence. And we get those shots of him and Ren out on the town performing. And that really is what like basically catapulted both of them into what we now see, right? That was part of their story. And we're learning that through him writing this song to himself, where he also gets some time to reflect on his life, and that's beautiful. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm gonna go back a second. I love the like shots we're getting of the past. I do want to go back just to see these. Yeah, I love this. And look at Sam. Look how different he looked there. On a big dream to make an EP and throw it on a CD. Oh, the tone of his voice. On repeat, you will ride. Yeah. Did everything that you said you would. Hell yeah, man. Don't try to give it up. That's what they want you to do. Time will fly. Oh, that's so beautiful. Sorry, like I know I should have paused there, but like, what a great shot, right? To show how times have changed, but Sam is still the same person, right? In some ways, like he's still that little kid lives inside him. That dream that he had this is him. It's grown up. It's him come to fruition in the same town where he found his roots. Oh, that's so cool. And just the way that this is all put together is so beautiful. I have to go back to sort of the chorus. That really got me. I don't know what it was about that. Okay.
Try to give it up. That's what they want you to do. Time will fly. Run away from you, and it's alright. It's what you're made to do. You will cry, but that's what's taking you to one whole night
So one whole night where you don't have pain in you, and we see him on stage, like just that's where he finds his peace. That's where he finds his sanctuary. It's very, very akin to Ren. But something that was really cool, there's time will fly and run away from you, and it's all right because that's what you're made to do, right? We're not meant to be masters of time. Not at all. We're meant to make mistakes. We're meant to have things go wrong, and that's part of the journey, right? We can't go back and change that. We can't erase that pain. That's what makes us who we are. And that's what he says. He says that you will cry, but that's what's taken you from like to all of that sorrow and pain that you experience, and then also all those lessons that you learned and all that wisdom that you gained. That's what's gotten you to the point that you're at now, where you're on the stage of life, both metaphorically and then literally on the physical stage of like his performance. And all of that would never have happened if he didn't go through the things that he went through. And so it's like this letter to yourself where like, yeah, things are going to go wrong. Things are going to end up poor at times, but keep fighting, right? Keep doing what you think that you're supposed to do, because you were right. And I love that he says, like, you were right? You did everything that you said you would do. That all those dreams that you had, yeah, you're going to make them come to fruition, but it's not going to be without hardship. It's not going to be without difficulties. And that has to be part of the understanding that those will come as well. It's not just the ups, it's the downs. And we've talked a lot about that lately too, so I don't need to go much into that, but I love this. Oh man, Sam, just some of the connections that I like. I just love this reflectiveness that we're getting in this song. This is great.
You're gonna meet your hero. You know the guy.
This is that's cool.
That people will sell you dreams enough times, but you'll read the TCs and dotted lines. You know why.
You'll read the TCs and dotted lines because it's the terms and conditions, right? And it's not even just of the contracts, it's of life. And he's thinking, that's what he's putting down on paper. He's almost giving us the contract of life. Like, these are the things that are going to happen in your life. Are you agreeing to sign it? And that's almost like what we're seeing reflected back in this song, which is kind of cool. But I love that it says you're going to meet your hero. You know, the guy, where he's talking to his younger self. He's like, I don't need to tell you his name. You know exactly who he is. And your younger self would, of course, know exactly who that is. And it's such a cool way to kind of parallel that. And then we get a shot of him with Justin Bieber, who I didn't know that was like his hero, but that makes perfect sense. Their voices are so like similar in their capabilities that it just makes perfect sense. And I love that he got to meet him. And that's almost in and of itself an appreciation from the world of Sam's music, because he's getting to meet his hero in music, and that's so cool. I love that for him. And we get that shot. Look how happy he looks, like in just
you're gonna meet your hero.
That shot of them sitting and smiling. I love that.
You know
and
God, yeah, you're gonna go far.
Oh, that's so cool. And he says you're gonna go far that high because it's as high as your hero is gone. That person that you put on that pedestal, you're gonna get to that point yourself. You're going to get to the point where people know your name and people sing your songs, and the way that you felt about his music, people will feel that way about your music. And it's such a great parallel for Sam's life and for his own understanding of just how appreciated his art is. I love that. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, and then I love that there's like the contracts there, but it almost even looks like a signing of like autographs, like where you go and you do like an album signing, because that's part of it too, right? Part of the terms. Oh, that's so cool.
Dotted lines, you know why. You're playing those strings in the morning till the late night.
Oh my God. Just aging up, transitioning to who he is now, and it says like, you know why you're playing those strings from morning till night. You practice daily because you have that goal in mind. You have that grind in mind of what you want to do. You know where you want to be, and to get there are things that you have to do, and some of those are sacrifices. Like, it might sound great. Like, here's the thing, like, getting to where he's at might seem awesome, but there's a lot that we don't see that leads up to it. And that's what he's saying here is like, you're gonna be playing these strings, hurting your fingers, getting these calluses, basically breaking yourself to get to success in your mind, and that's gonna take time, right? And that's what we've been saying is time will fly, and it's all those things that help remind us of why we are where we're at. Is the work that you put in, that's what you're gonna get out. And that's what he's saying to himself, his younger self. Yo, solid. But then just that transition from the young Sam to now, and I love seeing that, like the growing, the changes that he did as an artist. So cool.
You're playing those strings in the morning till the late night.
Fantastic, man. Oh, putting in work, yeah.
Time will fly, run away from you, and it's alright. It's what you're made to do. You will cry, but that's what's taking you to one whole night where you don't have pain in you.
I think it's a shame that you can't talk to your younger self.
Okay, I wanna, this is what I was. Okay, hang on. Before we get there, like, so just want to talk about the music for a second. Is like, I love that we got time will fly away from you. It'll run away from you, and we got that shot of him chasing it, because no matter how hard you try to, time will always kind of slip through your fingers, right? And this is kind of a visual representation of that. But yeah, all of this comes from all of the things that he's put in, and I love that he says, like, to one whole night where you don't have pain in you, and we actually see multiple shots of multiple different nights, and that's almost a representation to say that, like, yeah, not only is it one night, but it's many nights of peace and relishing in some of the success that you've been able to achieve with your music and with your art, and just the reach that it has. And so it's been multiple nights, not just one, where he can feel like he has accomplished his goals. And I love that we were shown that. And then just that last shot of kind of all of Sam's, like, just a bunch of images of Sam in multiple different places. Oh, I love this. So good.
I think it's
just that determined look right into the camera, because now he's reached that point where he has that confidence in himself, and that's partly what inspires the ability to be able to reflect and then send these messages, almost like you're trying to send them back in time to your younger self, even though that you know you can't catch time because time will fly. Yo, come on. Jeez.
I think it's a shame that you can't talk to your younger self, because
Yeah.
a lot of the time when I was younger, I needed someone exactly like me to
Yeah.
show up and be there when I needed them. But I'm there for them now.
Time will fly,
Yo.
run away
Come
from
on.
you. It's alright. It's what you're made to do. You won't cry now. That's what's taking you to one whole night where you don't have pain in you.
Just beautiful. And I love that it's, as we're discussing, talking to our younger selves, that a choir of younger individuals comes in to support Sam's chorus, almost as though it's like part of the younger version of himself has heard it. They've heard the song, so in that way a part of the message has been delivered to ourselves. Because yeah, in some ways, like, even though we can't directly speak to ourselves, we are in constant contact and back and forth with ourselves, because it is our younger self who makes our present self, right? And so in a lot of ways, even though you can't talk to them directly, we are still talking to them with the things that we're doing now. And that's kind of what Sam is representing here, is that as we exist in this moment, none of that could have come from, well, without that previous version of ourselves. And so it is to that self that not only do we want to relay the messages that we have learned, or the meanings that we've found in our life, but also just like relay all of the accomplishments that we've done too, and to say that, you know what, yeah, there are going to be tough times. And now what's cool is, even though we can't necessarily do it for the younger version of ourselves, we can do it for the other younger people out there, or just people who are lost in general. It doesn't have to even be younger people, and we can inspire them with our hardships and all the things that we've gone through to get to the point that we're at, to teach them that yeah, life is not always going to be something that feels like you can manage, because you can't. It's impossible to manage life. All you can do is continue to go through life as best as you can, and hope for the best, and strive for what you want and your dreams, and hope that you can achieve them someday. Oh my god, I love this. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful sentiment. What a beautiful video. Just everything about it. Fantastic. Amazing. Again. Jeez. Beautiful. Not much more that I think needs to be said about that. That's fantastic, and I'm going to re-listen to this probably like 50 times. I love this. Awesome. Okay. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, or don't. Who am I to tell you? Do whatever you would like. But I hope that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, your year is better than your month. Love you all, and I will see you on the next one.